My name is GStallings, and this is a spring 2013 class in Methods of Contextual Research, and this is part 2 of a working wall project. Just to recap, here are the coded categories. The design brief, where we are looking at the cafe culture, especially we're looking at cafe campers, people who spend quite a bit of time in cafes. Here's the rest of our research and our design brief. In the past 2 weeks, I have looked at 2 cafes that are quite similar, locally owned. And this week I decided to go to another locally owned cafe to get another look at this culture. And this cafe is called Seesaw Coffee. And Seesaw Coffee specializes in several factors, and one thing they do, they roast their own coffee, and they also have barista training. They take great pride in the quality of coffee, and as you can see, I have learned a lot from this cafe. And after this week, I'm going to go back to Buna Cafe and apply what I've learned and the insights that I've gained. So Seesaw Coffee, as you can see with some of these pictures, very spacious, very conducive to cafe camping. Also spacious for baristas. And you can see that they view the barista as the most important person in the cafe. And this is what a trainer told me. And you can tell with the quality of work what this space gives to the barista. More photographs of what is being used by them. Lots of space, lots of outlets, very comfortable. The only complaint that I heard from customers was that the seats are too hard. But after talking to the staff, they said that the seats were actually, the cushions were being washed. So that's actually good news to hear that they're actually washing the seats. Very good menu, very moderate pricing, probably the best quality coffee that I have had in Shanghai. Here is the entrance, and they have seating outside, and this is in a building that has giant ceiling windows, so lots of natural light. Very colorful plates. It adds to the homey factor that a lot of the clients really like about this cafe. And as you can see, there are several sections. There's like a meeting section, a camping section, and then there's this outside quick in and out section, and then there's about 6 or 7 bar stools that also help with the in and out traffic. So very convenient for several categories of customers. I was able to talk to a student, received lots of good feedback from her. She talked about some rules that she goes by. For example, not interfering with others, leaving when there's no room. She actually cafe camps because it helps her achieve focus. Of course, she says she can do all this work at home. She has her own internet, everything. But having an established place helps her, and being surrounded by people also helps her, as people kind of expect her to be working and not wasting time on Facebook, things like that. So surfing the internet, she hardly ever does this. She completes her tasks and she stays very focused during this time. Some of the things that helps her open plenty of sunlight. One of the other complaints that she said that, maybe you should order more. But actually, in fact, she was eating her own snacks. And the reason for this is the snacks that they have are just quite sweet and, not something that you want to just keep eating with coffee. So she was planning to be there for 4 to 6 hours. She doesn't want just a lot of sweets. This gentleman also gave some really great input. And some of the key things that I took away is he says a good vibe carries on. And talking about music, atmosphere, and even just the way the staff are. And he says that training the staff by instilling good values, responsibility, and respect will help. And then values need to be clearly communicated. Something I'm going to look into is this, because I've found that most cafes that I've run into don't have written out guidelines. So I'm going to talk to more people in this area. So here's my Here's my working wall. I was able to go take photographs, do some observation, do some interviews, and then I came here, laid everything out, as you can see, starting with my initial research, and then I just used the photographs to kind of surround it, and then I just sporadically placed sticky notes as I saw fit. Really enjoyed this cafe and the experience and the insight that I received from it.